Okay, here I am. Was asked by one of my friends to show a tutorial on how to make one of the paracord bracelets that I've been making. This one's going to be two colors, so it's better so you guys can see how it's done in the video. You guys can do it with one color. Like here I have a red and an orange one. Here I have just a double red. I'm going to be using obvious colors like a green and an orange, so you guys can tell which color is which. It's going to be a lot easier later on if you try to make one of these yourself. So what you're going to want to do is you can take in, I already got this one laced, but what you'll do is once you have it laced, put two ends through this one and do a knot down here where you'll just take and make a loop and put all the strands through the loop. So you'll have that, and then you'll just pull that tight, and that's how you start your knot. I have 7 feet of each side here, and you can make up to a 12-inch wrist with that. Personally, I don't know anybody with that big of a wrist, but if I ever meet somebody, I have a paracord bracelet big enough to fit them. Then you'll clip it together, and then you can adjust it to the wrist size. You'll want to leave a little bit of gap because it'll get thicker as you go. And then you'll just unclip it, and there you go, you got your measurement. So what you'll do is you'll take your first side, you'll go over both strands, you'll go under both strands, and you'll bring it up through the loop you just made. So you'll come up through this loop and you'll pull it. Then, so you got this, you'll push that all the way up, and you'll tighten it. The first one's always the hardest, so once you got that one done, it'll be a lot easier from there. So your first set should be locked right under this plastic part to keep your measurements from moving while you do this. So then you'll do the same with the orange, except the orange will go to the left, to the right. So when you get done, if you learn how to do this like I have, you can get this done very quick, very simply. And so then you'll have your second loop. You'll pull it tight. This one's called a zipper stitch because, as you can tell, every other color is opposite. So you got your green, and then you got your orange. You can see right there. And then she'll just do that a couple times. And so what I'll do is I'll show you a couple times, and then I'm going to finish this, and then I'll show you how to end it, so I don't make like a 20-minute video, because I'm still not as good as some people I know. So you'll just do that again. You'll take the green one, you'll put it over to the left, go under, pull it up through your loop. You'll take your right one, your left one, you'll go to the right, put it under, and go through your loop. It's a very simple stitch. That's why I'm doing this one first. They do get more complicated as you go, and I will go into further detail when I get there. But I thought since this one's so easy, I could do this one now and start you guys off with a really simple stitch. And like I said, this is a hobby channel, so I'm going to have many different videos on here, like magic, bracelets. If you know how to make plastic like keychains, good for you. If not, I'll be doing some of those sometime in the near future. And so I just keep going, and after this I'll probably shut off the video. I'll finish this and come back and show you how to finish it. So you'll just keep doing that, and you'll do that all the way until you get to the bottom. So I'll be back in a couple minutes to show you how to end this. Till then, good luck. Okay, so I am back. I still got a little bit of ways to go, but I just wanted to show you about this time you'll start seeing a pattern. It's a zipper effect. That's why it's called the zipper stitch. It should be pretty much straight. When you put it on your wrist and wear it, it'll start curling around naturally. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this up, And I know the only reason why I'm putting so much at the end is because of the fact that I know when I learned, I had to go back to the beginning many of times just to learn how the zipper stitch worked. So I'm going to show a little bit now, that way it's kind of continuous, but you don't have to watch 20 something minutes of it. This works for bracelets, necklaces, belts. I've made a lot of things out of paracord, and yeah, it might take a lot of paracord, but it's worth it. I actually sell them. If you want me to make you something, I just put on my page what you want, and I'll let you know what the prices would be. And then if you want to, you can buy one. If not, that's fine. I know they're kind of expensive, but that's because paracord is expensive on that subject. But in the long run, it could save your life, or it could not. I'm sorry, I forgot to show you this earlier, but if you're doing one color, you won't have a problem. If you're doing two colors, I forgot to tell you, you are going to need to fuse them right here, so you fuse them together. I'll probably edit something at the beginning to show you that you need to do this, but yeah, you will need to fuse them together to get them to stay, so you can do two colors. If you're going to do one color, you can take that out of the equation. You can just use one 14-foot rope and just do halves. If I don't put one at the beginning, that probably means I forgot, because I have a lot of stuff to do. I am still in high school, and we have a dumb e-learning day to do. So we're just going to finish this up, and then that'll be the end of the tutorial. If you can learn how to do this with one hand, it makes it really quick, really easy. But as you can see, I still use two hands, and I'm really efficient on it. But that's because I've known how to do it. Once you learn, it's pretty easy. You can do it. Normally I can do one of these about 5 minutes. 7 minutes if I do it with only one hand. So, every so often you are going to want to pull both sides so it doesn't curl in. And I'm not really going to ask you to like and subscribe because of this link, because I know I messed up a lot in this video, but here's the simple fact is this is how you would do it. If you want to, you can like and subscribe, but I have other videos on there like magic, because remember, this is a hobby channel. It's not really just paracord bracelets or plastic lace keychains. I might start putting rubber band tutorials on here. I don't know, but it depends on how many different versions there are. If there's just one version, there's a kit that comes with all the stuff, so I won't. But like paracord bracelets, there's many different stitches you can do, and that's what I'm showing is one of the many stitches. So as you can see, it doesn't really take that much paracord to do this. I always use more than what I need because I can always cut it off in the end and then fuse it, which is actually what we need to do. So if you don't have a lighter or a knife by you and you did the 7-foot like I did at the beginning of this tutorial, you will want to go get a lighter and a knife. So if you're going to use a lighter and you're young, make sure your parents are around. But I'm sure most people that are watching this are probably the age where they know how to use a lighter and not burn down the house. I am not going to be responsible for if you burn down your house. I will put that, what you will need, and that will be part of the tutorial. Is I've in the tutorial, be careful with the lighter. Be careful, the paracord will catch fire if you're not careful. And just be careful in general if you're going to do this, depending on where you're at. If you can be outside to do it, that's best. on concrete, because then if like a piece of hot wax falls that's on fire, it won't start burning your grass or burning your house or burning the carpet. I know your moms would be mad about that. I have a board right here where I do it over. As you can see, I have this right here. That's from where I spilled wax off of the paracord. It's just different. So here's what we'll do is we got down to this, and we will start getting tighter to go in. As you can tell, we're running out of space very quickly. Doesn't take really that much time to make. I literally made this in the time of the tutorial plus maybe 2 minutes. So whatever the tutorial time is, add 2 minutes. That's how long it took me to make this. It's really not that hard. And as long as you got the right stuff, you will need clips. I know Walmart sells clips. That's where I bought mine at. But if you want some heavy duty clips, go to a hobby shop. They should have metal ones where when you make this, you can just use that. And you can use the metal clip as something to attach to your pants. Or if you need to, you can climb up. Because the paracord I'm using holds 550 pounds. If you double that over, you'll be able to withstand. It will be able to withstand almost anybody who needs it. Okay, so as you can see, we got this right here. You will want to get as many stitches in as you can, with being able to leave one stitch at the bottom. And I think that's what I got here. I got my last stitch going over, and then I'll have my final stitch. Okay, so yeah, see, I still have one stitch that I can do down there. So you'll take your green one, put it over. You'll take your orange one, make a loop around the green one, and go under. So as you can see, we made it so the green now will go through the orange. The orange goes back around, so you can pull the orange through the green loop. So when you pull these tight, you make one final stitch. And by pulling that really tight, you will be able to finish off your paracord bracelet. That is one of the steps. And you can pull as hard as you want. The stuff is not going to break. Unless you're somebody who can bench press 600 pounds. But I doubt people that are bench pressing 600 pounds are really going to be making one of these. But see, we made our final stitch. This won't move. I just like fusing it to make it more safe. Yeah, these are paracord bracelet clips. These are the ones I bought at Walmart. These work really good for paracord. And we will take in, I will show you how to fuse this right now. Let me get my knife out. If you have a multi-tool, that's good. Some of my later videos, you might have to use that because some things are different. Sorry this is taking so long, but my knife does not want to open. There we go. You'll just cut these. I suggest you have a sharp knife, unlike my pocket knife right here. Last time I used this, I went on a camp out, and that did not work out too well. Then after you cut their paracord, depending on how much slack you have at the end, you might be able to use some of that, so I would keep it. I would fuse the end of it. So what you'll do is you'll do this to both sides, but to save time, I'm just going to do it to one. You'll cut it off. Then you'll hit the white part with the flame, so it'll shrivel down. Then you'll get black. So from the black part, you just want to hit it with the blue flame. so it doesn't burn too much or too little. And then that way, if you ever need to, you can still use the paracord. Then you'll just press it down with the side of the lighter, and you'll get that. Okay? That is how you will fuse the end of your paracord bracelet. That's how you'll finish it off. Thank you. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. This video was just a trial run to see how I would do if I'd mess up, and I did.